What's up, everyone? It's Dre. I'm back, EMIP TV in here. We're going to talk today about flash photography. We're going to talk specifically about on-camera flash. Now, on-camera flash gets a bad rap, and to me, on-camera flash is one of the best flashes you could do, but only if you bounce it, okay? Now, we know on-camera flash, when you have the camera and the flash is pointed directly at your subject, your subject is going to be washed out. There's going to be no shadow detail. It's going to be a flat image, and we don't want this. But if you could bounce your light, if you can bounce it, on-camera flash to me is the best thing out there. I mean, I would use on-camera flash as long as you have the walls and the ceiling. I would use on-camera flash all the time over something like a softbox or just regular off-camera flash like a monolight, or just kind of holding your light out there. Well, anyway, when you're using on-camera flash, you want to make sure you have ceilings and a wall to shoot from. If the ceiling is too high, you might not have enough power to shoot up there and to bounce the light back down to your subject, or if the wall is too far away. Also, if your walls are not white, your image, if your wall is like red or blue, your subject is going to have a red or blue hue-ish tone to it, But I wouldn't say don't do it, because sometimes when you shoot against colored walls, it gives the image a look that you might not have vision. So don't let it scare you. Always, you know the rule, but go ahead and break it, try it, see what you get. You'd be surprised what happens or what your image will look like when you're shooting against a wall that's not white. Also, you can always go into your Lightroom or your Photoshop and adjust the hue of your image a little bit, and you might be able to correct it and get it back to where it should be. So anyway, let's talk about on-camera flash. I got my flash, I got my Thinkorswim monkey, of course, and I just got it here for demonstration purposes, because what I'm going to do in this video is show you 3 different ways to shoot flash. Let me see, this way, this way, this way, 2 different ways to shoot, this way, 3 different ways to shoot flash. Look, I'm going 3 and I'm holding up 2. 3 different ways to shoot flash, but I'm gonna stand there instead and just show you the differences of what it looks like. Like I said, I like using on-camera flash as long as I'm bouncing all the time. If I have the walls, my flash is on the camera. So anyway, so we got this. This way we don't want. So we can shoot this way, we can shoot, and this is the way most people shoot. The flash pointed towards the ceiling and back down to the subject. When you are shooting off the walls and the ceiling, what's happening is you are creating a huge light source, and it's like this huge softbox that you can't even buy because it's so huge. Also, another thing is when you are shooting and bouncing light is all over the place. You are lighting up the room, so if you really need to control your light, this might not be the way to go. A softbox will be better application for that. So anyway, we're shooting off the ceiling, lights going everywhere, but it's also going on our subject in this nice, beautiful, soft light. So we can shoot this way, and you want to be careful when you aim your light. Some people shoot straight up, but I mean, it hits it. I kind of like getting that bounce angle, like, up that way and then back that way. That's the way I kind of angle my lights, but this light is going to spray all over the place. So if you shoot it even straight up, you're gonna get good light. But sometimes you do want to play with the angle. So the next angle is the wall. So now, like, my walls are brown, and I will shoot off of that wall, because remember what I told you before, it's kind of interesting, and sometimes you can't tell. The white is so light. The light is so white that it's still gonna look white anyway. Shooting off the wall, I like to get that angle once again. I'm kind of shooting that way and then back this way to the subject, kind of like a little triangle thing. And also, one of the best ways to shoot off the wall when you're bouncing, in my opinion, is straight back. If you can find a wall to shoot to, and you can have the camera like that, and you got the light going behind you and then back forward, that is awesome to me. I love that lighting the best out of all 3, but it's hard to find a wall where you're actually standing behind. Most likely you have the subject in front of the wall, and you're kind of like got a bunch of space back there. But always remember that if you got a wall, see if you can get behind it. You might like that as well. I mean, that's a huge softbox just bouncing back, at your subject, and I really like that look. You also can get something like this. Now, this is what I use when I'm shooting outdoors, where if I have an assistant, I can have them stand like this, and I'll point the light towards the reflector and then back at the subject, and I think that's cool as well. You can't bounce a lot of sunlight. Sometimes the sunlight's not enough, but if you can bounce your flash off of this, you get some cool looking shots just this way, so that's cool. That wasn't cool. That's cool. Technical difficulties with the reflector. Okay, well anyway, let's go ahead and take some shots to see what I look like with all three positions with me as the subject and not the monkey. So let's start with position number one. Let's show you flat lighting. Turn this thing around. Okay, let's get into position number one. I'm gonna move this out of the way. I got my camera all set, ready to go. I have it on timer mode. So let me go ahead and strike that. Look beautiful for the camera. Okay, now that is straight flash, straight on. The image is kind of flat looking. I have no shadow detail. And you see the shadow behind me, and that's what shooting with on-camera flash will do when you have, when you're very close to the background. You're gonna see that shadow behind you on the wall, and that's why when you're shooting off camera, when you're shooting to the left, to the right, off the ceiling, you won't get that because the shadow is going to be somewhere else and not behind the subject. So let's go ahead and set it up for position number two. I'm going to turn it towards the ceiling like that. All right, let's get my timer going. Look. Okay, that's position number two. As you can see, the light is much, much softer. It's not as hard as that first image. The shadow behind me is gone. It's totally eliminated. The shadow most likely is shooting low on the ground, and I like that. You can see the shadow underneath my chin, so you know the shadow is kind of coming down, and the light is actually hitting from the ceiling to the subject, which is me, and I look great. I like this shot over the straight on light, and if you can do this, I mean, your pictures are gonna look well. Okay, so let's go to the third image of shooting against the wall. Let me see if I can turn that. So let's shoot that way. I'm gonna bounce the light this way and this way, and let's see what image we kind of get, see what it looks like, okay? Okay, I like this image a lot. As you can see, there is some shadowing going on behind me, and I can most likely eliminate that if I move away from the background. I'm working on limited space here trying to shoot a video, and you do want to get your subjects far away from the background as possible so you don't have shadow detail like that. And you can see the shadow is coming from an angle, but look at me, look at how I'm lit on the one side of my face, the right side of my face, and you can see it slowly go into darkness to the left side of my face. You can actually see that soft light, how it's wrapping around me, making me look good. The only thing I don't like about this image is the shadow detail, and I think I can correct it. Let's go ahead and take another image, and I'm gonna try to point the light where it goes more this way and less angled towards the back. So I'm gonna turn this way. Actually, I think I'm shooting outside my door here. So let me close this blind. Hopefully that doesn't mess with my lighting. So anyway, let's try to shoot that way and see what we get. Okay, as you can see, I did eliminate that shadow that was behind me just a little bit, and I really like this shot out of all three of them. I got rid of the shadow. It's a little bit behind me, but look at me. I mean, you see that beautiful soft light coming from the right, wrapping around my face, has my right face lit up well. My left face is slowly transitioning going into shadow, and I like that a lot. So anyway, that's the three different things, or the three different positions. Let me see. One, we don't like that, so let's not even count that as position. One, shooting at the ceiling. Two, shooting at the wall. Or three, shooting behind you, which I can't demonstrate. My wall is too far back that way. But shooting behind you does put out a great image, and I think you'll like that as well. Also, if you can shoot behind you and up, if the ceiling is kind of like that, shoot up and it's coming back down from the back. Beautiful. Well, anyway, thanks for watching this video. I just wanted to come on here and not make you think on-camera flash is bad. On-camera flash is great if you can shoot off a wall. If you can bounce it, bring your flash, mount it on the camera, aim it, shoot. You're gonna like the photos that you take, and don't worry, it's like you got professional gear out there. To me, in my opinion, better than soft boxes, better than shoot-through umbrellas, reflective umbrellas, and all of that. It's really like you got professional gear out there when you are bouncing your light, and it's very easy and simple to do. Like I said, thanks for watching this video. Check out my last video. My last video was about Valentine's Day, and I kind of go off the photography tip, talking about Valentine's, talking about how you can score points with your girl. Not score with your girl, but score points with your girl. That's what I kind of meant in that video. But anyway, check that out. I know Valentine's Day is over, but you can use those tips anytime. I mean, girls, they wish Valentine's Day was every day of the week. So thanks for watching. Hit me up on Twitter at EMIPTV, and I'll talk to you on the next video. Bounce that light, get out there and practice it. I'm Dre, EMIP, out.